Go down a little bit, Brandon. Now swing in. A little lower. A little lower. There you go. It's going to be pretty close to getting back to the asphalt. Start down and move your harness back.
Move the harness and keep going. Well, we're taking a brief intermission from a little rainstorm, but luckily I worked right around the corner from this nice little train bridge here. They're supposed to have some pretty significantly sized hail and stuff, so I need to go get the peat and pull underneath here. But yeah, because right over there, that pile's where we're working at, putting the sewer main or the water main and stuff like that in. So I just kind of peeked around the corner here, got underneath the bridge and just kind of waiting it out. But yeah, it looks like the worst of it's past us now, but that little edge was here earlier and we were supposed to get some pretty strong winds and hail. gotta get better at digging a straight line. Luckily with the 2-foot bucket we got a little bit of wiggle room, but not a ton. Duck butter on there. Down. You swing it that way. So he got his hands moved. Check back in a minute. Well, this is kind of our stopping point for today. I got this area dug out for the fire hydrant and 2 valves, so I'll hook on, can't remember what they said, 6 or 8 feet. Then there'll be a check valve, a T, the hydrant, and then another check valve, I believe, and then somewhere it'll switch over to the 4-inch PVC. But made quite a bit of headway today, because considering, well, I had a little bit of this dug, but then we had to go ahead and hook the actually start the ductile pipe out the valve down here. So I just had to run and get some more parts, because they kind of changed the angle. They brought it up here instead of down there, just to get over all these gas lines and stuff like that. And it's definitely still gonna need some work with the skid and trying to get this thing slicked up, but for today at least we got it roughed in, covered up, and we'll see what this weather is going to do. Get back tomorrow and probably set that hydrant and those valves, and then backfill that with some clean, and then get it hooked up to the 4-inch, and then wait for it to dry out to where we can actually somewhat grade this. So yeah, for tonight we're going to load up and take off. where we made it to today. Got all the water main put in, hooked up. It switches over to 4-inch PVC right there. So we're going to pour some concrete, I guess, on the back side of that, and they're going to dig down and do the same thing on the back side of this hydrant. So, and yeah, I know the hydrant's facing the wrong direction. That's how it came, and they didn't really care to unbolt the elbow and turn it around. So I don't know how that's going to work, but that's why we can't fill this in. And then they got to come back and dig down to that, and then they'll do their taps for their water meter pits. But kind of like always, they're in a hurry. So I guess the electric company's coming tomorrow to dig from that piece of 2-inch conduit over to this pole. They asked me to come back tomorrow and with the skid and trying to help down there where that white truck is. I got to cut some of that out because there's going to be a parking pad down there, and I'm going to work with the guy that owns the 943 and his backhoe, and he's going to be kind of scratching this down. I'm going to be fine-tuning these driveways, and I guess trying to get this road opened up, because they're wanting to work on this like ASAP on this road. So they're going to start working on that, and then I'm going to come back the following week and help dig down and set all these meter pits. So kind of annoying we can't do it all at the same time, but that's just how it goes. So, and then while I was waiting on them to work on these valves, I kind of started backfilling and roughing some of this in with the excavator. But like I said, when I get the loader over here, we'll dress this up a little bit more. I think they got to get some risers to raise. These are the 2 valves. This is the new one that we put in, and then this was the existing one here for this 8-inch. There's an 8-inch main, kind of runs down the road right there, and it actually ends up going underneath this bridge, because this bridge was not here. I think it's only been here 3 or 4 years, maybe 5. I can't remember, but yeah, it used to go underneath the road. So this is our new valve, as it tees onto the main right over there. But we need to raise it up and get everything to curb height to kind of get this cleaned up. But yeah, I guess tomorrow's focus is try to get the grade right. We're supposed to get the road within an inch or 2 for the concrete guys. I guess they just want to kind of do a walk-on pour. So I'll get the laser set up, and me and this guy will work together on try to get this straightened up. I know now he's gonna probably take his backhoe and scratch all that down from everybody driving over it, and part of it we got to cut, and we've actually got to add 3 or 4 inches of rock down there at the other end. So that will be, I don't know, I guess tomorrow and possibly the next day's project. Get a little further. I kind of actually enjoyed doing this water main. I've never messed with this ductile stuff before, so it wasn't bad. But the yeah, it's kind of got these locking gap, which this one's for the 4-inch stuff, so it's a little different. But the 8-inch stuff had something similar where the pipe went in and you tighten these down. You get these tied in here first. There's like some little T-headed looking bolts that hook through on the other end, slide through here with nuts. You tighten those down, and then when you get it, you torque, you crank these things down, and when they tighten against the pipe with the torque wrench, when they click and actually meets the specs that it needs, the head of this breaks off. So I guess that's just to help kind of keep it from backing out, which you can put a 5/8 socket on here and back it out if you need to. But that's probably the biggest pain of this, was you got to just kind of tighten them down. Yeah, that's what they look like right there. If you can see that, they're kind of a T deal, but you got to kind of tighten them down evenly. You can't just crank one side down, because it won't work. So yeah, there's one of the other valves. So I guess all this stuff's going back, and we got one joint of the 8-inch ductile that's going to be going back. Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed that. I wouldn't mind getting into some more of that kind of work. So, but something a little different. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be back to grading, so we'll catch you guys then.